Hi everyone, welcome to ScrapChicBoutique tutorial number 1, and I wanted to show you today on how I do my embellishments using oven baked clay by Sculpey. You get this at Walmart for $5.96 and it's 1.1 pound and it's a really big bark of clay. And I wanted to show you the difference. So what I first started doing a couple months ago, I bought the Amazing Mold Putty, and I was using my melting pot along with the embossing powder, and I didn't like it because my melting pot was getting too hot, so I wanted to go a different route. So here's my original Cameo, and here's my Amazing Mold Putty, and I did get quite a few molds out of the Amazing Mold Putty, and I wanted to show you. Here's the end result. There's my Cameo with my butterfly. You will need a craft knife, a nail file, a paintbrush, and I use my Cricut tool. You need some baby powder and acrylic dauber paint, any color, metallic pearl white, folk art, and glossy accents if you prefer. And I'm just going to show you a couple of things that I've come up with. Okay, the clay is perfect for making impressions for your cameos. Once you start using this, it does go a long way. And take out the Cameo, or the impression, and then once you're done baking it, you can go around it and you can cut the sides. And you saw that it was really hard for me to pull that out, so that's what I wanted to show you. You take your paintbrush and your baby powder and you go along inside the mold. Tap it, roll up your clay, and then make the impression again. Whoops, sorry, I bumped the camera. And there you go. So it was a little bit easier for me to pull that out. Okay, so with that being said, every well, the Amazing Mold Putty cost $19.99 pretty much wherever you go, and then you can use your 40% off coupon. And I do love it because it's flexible, but I came up with something different and cheaper. So I did a little experiment, and I have a rose ring here, and I took my baby powder and brushed it with the baby powder, and made an impression. It split a little bit, but that's alright. It goes right back in there. Made sure it was flush, and then I pulled it out, and here's my mold. Then I took, this is one that's been baked, I took that, put that in the oven for 275 for 15 to 20 minutes. Do not overbake it. And then again I took some clay and took some baby powder, tapped it, took my clay and made the impression, and there you go. And there is my embellishment from this mold. And I did it on a smaller Cameo that I had. Let's make sure you put the baby powder in there. And there you go. There's another little Cameo. And then you can, at this point, either put it in the oven and let it bake and then go around it with your X-Acto knife, and then you can sand down the edges with your nail file. So you can make a mold out of the oven baked clay, and I found it in the children's craft section at Walmart, $5.96. Here is one of the roses that I did, and it's really super easy to go around it with a craft knife once it's baked out of this mold. So cheap way, it makes impressions really well. I also had this frame, and what I did was I rolled up just long ways the clay, and then I just went around it like this and then pressed it down. And mix that, and I made this frame. Once you're done baking it, you just go through it with your craft knife. And then to bring out my impressions, after I paint with my metallic pearl, here's a butterfly that I've done with the clay, and then I just go over it, kind of dab a little bit, and it brings out the impressions. It looks really nice. This is a mold from a little acrylic tag, and here's my embellishment. I've done all of these, so it really does go a long way. These are all my cameos that I finished. So that is your tutorial. Once you're done painting, you can also go over it with your metallic pearl powders. And then I did this little fan, and I went over it with glossy accents. And I also did this one out of the clay. I just rolled this out. Now I do want to mention that you can use your baby powder and put it down, like say you were flouring, to make the surface smooth and so it's pliable. When you pick up your piece of clay, you press it and place it on top of your mold. And I did this one. It was an ornament I got at Christmas time. And here, of course, I'm not going to be able to do the wing on the opposite side because the impression's backwards. But I thought it would be pretty to have just a wing like sticking out of front of a mini album or something, or a project. And then it has the indentations on it, and I can put rhinestones in there. And then this I went over, and that's where I cut. Once this is my mold. So okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on making embellishments with oven baked clay by ScrapChicBoutique. You get it at Walmart, $5.96. You get tons of it, have fun, play with it, and I want to take a moment and thank everybody for resubscribing to my channel. I'm at 84 subscribers right now, and I love you all, and thank you for your emails and your kind thoughts. And I will be back with another tutorial in a couple days. I hope everybody's having a great and safe, happy 4th of July. The next tutorial I'm going to do is airbrushing my mulberry flowers out of my homemade glimmer mist. And I have had some ladies wanting me to redo the glimmer mist or shimmer mist tutorial on how I make my shimmer mist, my homemade shimmer mist. So I will be back with those tutorials. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Love you all. Happy 4th. Bye.